EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's Carson. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Brings up third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
31-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Aaron Donald.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10. At the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, and his throw is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. On first down, it's Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 9 now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the run, it's Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7. Seahawks, nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it with Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
36-yard line.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson is quickly to Thielen here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson will throw again. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Wilson's pass.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson over the middle, Dorsett, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for the
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
On the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 52.
Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Kick on for Seattle.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Seahawks nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Cowboys.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Cowboys 14, Seahawks nothing.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He got 29 yards that time.
7-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
17. Seahawks 8.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Three yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back over. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Seahawks 8. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Shaquille.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mixon with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Today's final score.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.